Yo. Cash and the ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours. Yo. Cash and the ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours.
Our inside here, you get an insight and you know something, but you don't want to say it out loud because you're kind of afraid that it's not going to be really true and it'll spoil the whole thing for you, But when somebody makes you say it, then, and it's true, then it just makes it more beautiful of a thing.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Console Gaming League. I am Joker's Ransom, he is Shadow Fang, and we're here with a new matchup of the NA Open Tier. This is the losers semi-finals to see who will be taking on blue team in the losers finals. As we can take a look here at this bracket, HIVEMIND versus Krazy 88s is the matchup for this evening.
Yeah, it should be a really close matchup, I'm thinking. You know, both teams put forth a really strong effort in their respective upper bracket games against two really strong teams, honestly, in blue team and Hive 5. So with this, the loser of this will be out, and like you said, the winner will move on to play blue team, and then the winner of that game will play Hive 5 in the grand finals.
Yeah, so it's kind of a tough road for these two teams to get through, being as HIVEMIND is already lost to blue team during this playoffs. That's obviously why they are in the losers bracket currently. But let's take a look at this first roster here to see, well, where we're going to be headed. We're going to take a look at this HIVEMIND roster and see, well, who we're going to be seeing today. Juven and Racuna on the DPS, Adrian on the tank, and Salami Boy and Diraytel. Let's go with that as the support line.
Yeah, and then for the side of Krazy 88s, they're going to be running out with Jags on this tank, Zyphon and Jutsu on the DPS line, Ryan Guy and Ricky on the support line. And I did cast the Krazy, I believe we both did cast the Krazy 88s last game, so pretty familiar with this team, I'll say. I don't believe Ryan Guy played in the last matchup.
No, and I am a certifiable Greg fan. Ryan Guy is one of my favorite supports in all of Overwatch. So I'm excited to see them play again today here. As we do have our first map already chosen for us. It is going to be Ilios to start things off.
Yeah, Ilios, it's pretty typical. High-level teams seem to really love this map, and I guess it would be, in this particular matchup, I'm going to say it's due to the fact that Krazy 88s want to run a Winston-centered dive comp, whereas HIVEMIND, when I watched them play, they pretty much exclusively played Reinhardt and Ramatra-style brawl comps.
Yeah, especially with Jags in the this roster already, a Wrecking Ball and Winston player specifically. This is probably what they are attempting to run to start off here on Ilios, as, well, we are just waiting to head into the game. About 20 seconds to go, and then we'll see. We'll take a look at what these two teams opt to run here.
Yeah, it should, like I said, I really do expect to see a matchup of dive versus brawl, and with the first point that we're going to see on Ilios being Lighthouse, that can lend itself to a particular sort of, you know, brawl comp if you're holding the point down really tightly, which it looks like that's what HIVEMIND is going to go for.
Yeah, that does seem to be the case, and, well, this is really the only map that brawl really works well on. The other two don't really bode itself well to that sort of composition, and they are going to start things off here. Jags are going to be starting out on the Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, and then you got Zyphon on this Tracer. They were popping off last time I saw them playing this, and a Pocket Pharah from Ryan Guy and Jutsu.
As they're going to come into this fight already, as they are going to force off them away from high ground, as Jags still can't seem to find the boop off as the pile driver comes through. Not going to land on anyone. Still super low. Jutsu is looking for these angles with the Pharah rockets. They do take down Juven, but they've already lost Ricky as well. So it's a little bit more of a good trade on the side of HIVEMIND. They're able to set things up, but now losing their Baptiste. This should be the opening Krazy 88s need to find this point back into their favor before it gets too far away. But a nice fire strike comes through onto Xiphon. Adrian on the tank roll, coming wild for HIVEMIND to really solidify this first fight.
And yeah, just like you said, a nice fire strike and a nice pin from Adrian, really just confirming the fight win. But Jutsu and Xiphon both have ultimates prepared here. I want to see how Krazy 88s can respond to this barrage that's about to come in on them.
Ooh, a nice direct came in. Juven is so low. The immortality field going to save them for the time being, but that is going to be all they can save as Ricky finally takes Juven out. They're going to try to keep out DeFritzo as well in this fight. Ricky finding another pick, maybe stealing the kill from Jags there, but Krazy 88s don't care. They've got the point back into their favor.
Yeah, and all it cost them was a pulse bomb, and as we can see, Xiphon already about 50% to that pulse bomb again. And Jutsu still has this barrage. I'm gonna want to see Frog probably get a nice sound barrier engage here to deal with all these ultimates they're about to run into.
Yeah, this should be pretty difficult for HIVEMIND to rotate through here, but hey, Jutsu's super low. They are checking them in the sky with Raccoona and Juven as the minefield's going to come through, but they've already lost Xiphon, and unfortunately it seemed that Jutsu was a little just too far away to really find the damage that they were hoping for, and now the point swapped back into the favor of this HIVEMIND squad, and this should be continuing in their favor.
When the nano goes on to Jutsu.
Yeah, the nano boost is going to come out in Jutsu here, and they've also rezzed up Jags, and Jutsu has found one, now two for Krazy 88s, but again, it just does not seem like it's going to happen. Frag with a back smack taking down Xiphon, but hey, Jutsu's still alive and well, finding the picks for Krazy 88s, knock down 4 and take the point back.
Crazy. That was such a big nano boost from Ricky, and Xiphon has built up back up to this pulse bomb, but we're looking at a shatter, overclock, and a blizzard. Nice kill.
A nice kill indeed. Jutsu out of this fight. The opening already there for HIVEMIND to capitalize and get this point back into their favor, and they do so very quickly without having to really invest anything. So now they've got this on the... Okay. That just stopped me in my tracks. Adrian thought there was someone up there, but no, unfortunately the Shadow does not find anything. They do still have this Blizzard though, Shadow, so it should not matter in the long run unless we see some huge picks coming out. Xiphon has this Pulse Bomb available. There's the Blizzard on the point. Gonna lock it down fully. Can't get the touch without getting frozen up as Juven comes alive with 3 late as HIVEMIND take round number 1.
Yeah, HIVEMIND just did a really good job of cycling their ultimates there and really winning fights without having to use their ultimates. You know, like usually when you're seeing a Rhine comp win the round like that, it's because they're cycling their ults just constantly. But for most of that round, it was really just them winning out in the neutral on the Rhine comp, which I didn't expect to see.
Yeah, as well, now this should maybe go more towards the favor of Krazy 88s here. We're headed into well, and again, that it should be better for Krazy 88s just solely because they are a little more mobile composition, and with well being a giant well in the middle of it, it's going to be hard to really capture this point.
Yeah, definitely. Like, who's the target for the HIVEMIND to go on with this brawl? They're going to have to probably try and run at Ricky.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, but hey, they've already found Jutsu out of this fight. Now they can ingress on to the rest of the Krazy 88 squad. They are just going to force them away if Jags goes spinning like a Ninjago. And, well, HIVEMIND take the map. Round.
I mean, yeah, Raccoona getting that first pick was just huge. Like, That's just pretty much fight winning at this level of Overwatch. It's you lose one, it's hard to recover from that.
As now they come through to this this high ground. Jags looking to take it away from HIVEMIND, and a nice anti-nade comes in from Ricky. The follow-up is not there though. Frog is able to stay alive and healthy for the time being. Wall riding to safety. They must think they're Spider-Man or something like that, but well, it's not going to save them in the long run, as the rest of HIVEMIND are going down to Krazy 88s, as now they are able to ingress onto the rest of the squad. Look for this kills. Raccoon is now down and out. Xiphon going wild with the pulse pistols.
Yeah, Xiphon is absolutely crazy on this Tracer pick, so I'm not surprised to see they already have Pulse Bomb. And I want to see them go into the back line and get a nice early kill here. And Ricky has this nano boost too, but do you want to nano Jags since they already have Primal? You know, or do you want to hold it for later?
Now that we're gonna come in here, this looking, they're gonna be using the nano boost early on. It's gonna already start things off, but Adrian forces them away from this point, and well, now they don't get them as much value as they would have hoped for with that nano boost, but they're still finding good value. The nice little primal rage coming in from Jags there. Not gonna find any kills off the back as Raccoona takes an icicle and well, shoots a Xiphon in the head with it, and really opens things up now more for HIVEMIND, but still, Jags is still alive, finding picks, and Jutsu almost takes down Raccoona, but it's still anyone's point now. If they lose Frog or their Baptiste differential, this might not be too good for HIVEMIND, but it's still, the Blizzard is going to be used. Xiphon does find Adrian. Now things might go more and more into their favor, but with that Blizzard being invested, this is quickly being flipped over to HIVEMIND, but still Ultimates not being shied away from this early in this series here. Shadowfang. Jutsu finds Raccoona, and they're able to force them away, but it still seems like HIVEMIND have the upper hand.
Yeah, definitely. Here comes the sound barrier out. Adrian still has this Earth Shatter ready, though.
Yeah, they've got the Earth Shatter available, but I don't think they're going to use it. They've already lost Juven and another one, Frog, going down. It's just Adrian left, but Raccoona still true with those Icicle Shards.
Yeah, Raccoona has honestly been crazy on this May pick. They have just been constantly landing headshots with these Icicles. And don't look now, but the Nano Winston is available for Jags again. And let's see if HIVEMIND can respond as well to it this time as they did last time.
Yeah, that should be the goal that they're looking for. But Jags with the backsmack takes down the Baptiste for HIVEMIND and going wild yet Rage Monkey. Furious George, as I should say, coming for Krazy 88s, and that's going to be the round in their favor.
Yeah, the Nano Winston just too strong that time. The HIVEMIND wasn't able to respond as well to it, so yeah, really nice combo from Ricky and Jags.
Yeah, now we head into, again, more of, I guess this can work for them, the Reinhardt. It's just not where I would normally see that in today's Overwatch. I feel like it used to be more of a predominant meta with Brawl, when Brawl was very, very much meta. I still do like this Krazy 88s comp so far.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Like I said, Xiphon has just been absolutely popping off on this Tracer pick, as long as they're not getting hit by those Icicles from Raccoona.
Yeah, Raccoona really needs to be kept in check if you are Krazy 88s. The aim has been ridiculous so far here today, and they're going to find another pick with some help from the rest of HIVEMIND, but that's going to open things up for them to get this point onto their capture.
Yeah, they really just catch out Jags with like a whole ton of damage. And that was the thing I saw last time when we saw Krazy 88s play. Jutsu gets
Oh,
caught out.
wow.
Oh!
Wow. Oh my goodness. Someone's got to check Raccoona for some aim box, because this is just ridiculous so far. The aim from Raccoona has been the difference maker in this series.
Yeah, absolutely. But don't look now. Ricky is getting really, really close to this nano boost. If Ricky can get another nice nano onto Jags, it could be a big fight turner for the Krazy 88s.
It really could. It really could. And Ricky's going to get the healing that they need to build up to that nano boost. As Zyphon's come through, found Juven out of the fight, and now Krazy 88s have a little bit more room to work with, not really worrying about the Peacekeeper anymore, as now Jags goes in, DeFerdel goes down to Zyphon. They do lose one in the mean part, but this still should be the side of Krazy 88s getting the point back in their favor.
Yeah, really nice point flip from the Krazy 88s. Didn't cost any ults for either side, honestly. And now both sides are going to have all 5 of their ultimates, basically, coming in here. And I'm honestly just curious what way this is going to go. I feel like Raccoona has to pop this Blizzard early on probably Jags to catch them out.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you there, and that looks like what they're going to do. The Nano Boost not able to save Jags at all. DeFerdel takes them down with some help, obviously. Now they come through into this fight. The Sound Barrier already invested to try to get this point back into their favor, and Juven takes down Jutsu, who is in the midst of their overclock, and quickly get the point back into the HIVEMIND's favor.
Yeah, that was a really nice response by HIVEMIND to stop Jags from getting any value. But that being said, it did cost both of your support ultimates along with your Blizzard, and Ryan Guy did manage to hold on to their sound barriers. They're going to have a relatively free sound barrier here.
As now they come through. Jags is still super low. This is not looking too good. They're going to have to use the Primal Rage early on. There comes the Sound Barrier as well, but Raccoon's already found Jutsu out of this fight. DeFerdel does fall quickly afterwards, but again, it's just not enough for Krazy 88s to turn this fight back into their favor, as it's up to 98%, and Zyphon's now gone. It's just Ryan Geyer remaining. The overtime bar ticks away as HIVEMIND take map number 1.
Yeah, and I mean, really just Raccoona and Juven really started popping off, especially on that third map. Raccoona was so crazy with those icicles, deserved play of the game. Sharpshooter indeed.
Yeah, that was just crazy stuff coming in for Raccoona there. And, I mean, until they can really deal with Raccoona being such a menace on whatever hero they decide to play in the next round, it's going to be really hard for Krazy 88s to come back into the series. This is not one of our grand finals, so this is only a first to 3, so they don't have as much leeway as, say, a team in the grand finals would.
Yeah, absolutely. Going down 2-0 would be like... It's really tough to come back from a 2-0 and hit that reverse sweep. Possible, though. I've seen it many a time. But I would expect Krazy 88s to try and force a map where the Brawl comp is going to be the weakest at. And of the maps that we have, I think that's going to be Blizzard World.
And I believe that's what we've seen them, like play whenever we've gotten the chance to cast Krazy 88s. I think Blizzard World's usually the choice for them, especially when they lose the first map. Obviously, Hollywood's also another choice that could be ran. It's probably not as good as Blizzard World, but I do kind of like it more in that the aspect that you could probably play Winston throughout the entire series, and it wouldn't get less value going to the point number 3 than, say, Blizzard World. But again, they have both very similar, I feel, architecture going through the series. It's just which point 3 bodes itself better. What did I even say? Better to to Brawl, or to which point 3 is better for Brawl, and that's where they're probably not gonna go.
True enough. Yeah. I really do think that that Blizzard World has to be the pick, because it's just gonna be really difficult. It's really difficult to run Brawl on that map. And I've seen a lot of teams run like Sigmas on that map as well, so they might go that route.
Yeah, Sigma's good, but does it look like we got the choice? Oh, they're thinking. I was about to say, they're only thinking at the moment, not choosing the map just yet. So they're changing things up. They're completely changing things up here, Jags. All our theories gone out the window. We're headed to tried and true Kings Row, and they are making a swap to bring their Reinhardt player into the game. Jags is out, and Smurf is coming in to play that tank role. As, I mean, whenever we see that come in, they're obviously trying to run the Brawl composition.
Yeah, so they're just gonna take the mirror head on. They're like, hey, we think we can beat you guys in this comp, so let's run it straight up.
I mean, I think that is the case. There wasn't, the only thing really stand out from HIVEMIND was either the fact they were playing like a HIVEMIND, in the aspect that they knew what everything was going to happen and what they wanted to do, but it also was very much on the aspect of Raccoona not missing any shots when they needed to.
Yeah, absolutely. The May play was crazy. Juven too. Shout out to Juven. Juven was bursting down Jags pretty much anytime they tried to jump in. They were immediately getting stuck with that magnetic grenade, on top of getting just shots to the face from the Cassidy. Yeah,
it is looking really good for HIVEMIND. They are 1-0 up in the series currently as we head into map number 2 any second here now, as teams are picking their current heroes. As I don't think the Zarya is the choice. I think Smurf is just kind of bouncing around in spawn.
Oh yeah, no, Zen Lucio probably isn't the actual pick either. But we'll see.
We might, we have to ask. They forgot to ask the swapping of sides. Unfortunately, they're gonna have to come into this. They're gonna have to restart, and that's clearly why they decided to change things, or didn't really pick their right composition just yet.
Yeah, they want it to be swapped. Okay. I gotcha. So we're going to be seeing Krazy 88s are going to be attacking first, it looks like. Yeah, Krazy 88s will be on the attack first, with HIVEMIND playing the defense.
Yeah, as they are going to go into this fight. Oh, and they're waiting for the swaps to come through, and then we'll head right back into the game. No, Lottie, you swapped them wrong. You swapped them back to where they were. Okay, so there we go. Now the roster, it looks to be correct. You just gotta change the spectators. Sorry, technical difficulties on our side. We're trying to make everything work well for them in the end. But right now, I mean, obviously, we can't really tell what they're going to be running because they didn't choose what they wanted to run because of all the problems.
I do think the Mei Hanzo is legitimate. I have actually seen that quite a bit when I've seen Brawl comps come out on Kings Row. So we might legitimately be seeing Mei Hanzo.
Yeah, as we are now going to go in, the match has been restarted, and we are ready to see, well, finally, Kings Row.
Kings Row, Krazy 88s coming out on this attack first. I'm ready to see what Smurf can offer to the Krazy 88s that Jags wasn't able to on these brawl tanks.
Yeah, Smurf known for their brawl, as interestingly enough, we're currently not, obviously they still have time to swap off of it, as HIVEMIND are going to stick with what was working for them, but Krazy 88s, they still have 20 seconds to change, but currently not running brawl, interestingly enough.
How does Murph even get up there on Orisa?
A lot of hard work and determination.
Seriously? I have to imagine they're going to swap off of these heroes here. But if this is their comp, you know, hey, let's see it. Let's see the Orisa.
I do like, okay, so I was about to say, I was liking the Orisa comp. I mean, you can get in the face of the Reinhardt as well as any other hero besides the Reinhardt and Ramatra. But they're going to go back to the Ramatra here, look to things up. They're going to swap them out of things as Adrian gets swept up, though, as Jutsu finds a shot onto Juven early on in this fight coming through. They do lose Ryan Guy early on as well, though. So it's still anyone's point, but the respawns with being in the factor, it should still be Krazy 88s in the driver's seat of this fight. As the Maywells come through, Adrian goes down to Smurf's pummels. Zyphon is low as well, and they're going to go down in the end, but still, it's Krazy 88s coming out on top of the fights.
And are we going to get a touch here from HIVEMIND, or will this just be first point taken for Krazy 88s?
Yeah, now they have to come in. No swaps coming just yet for these two squads. Not opting to change anything up as Smurf goes super low early on. Zyphon as well, so they're going to have to rotate around. This is a very big time bank, though, coming through from Krazy 88s to start things off. They're going to try to attempt to hold this high ground. What just happened? Did he just face through the Maywall? What the heck just happened?
That was an interaction we witnessed right there.
Smurf does go down after taking Raccoon out of this fight. As now the hold can start for HIVEMIND.
Yeah, Smurf getting just a little bit too overzealous there with that nano boost. But there are so many ults on the board here. You really just gotta watch out for Rakuna's Blizzard, because Ryan Guy does not have Sound Barrier yet to counteract that.
Yeah, the Sound Barrier not coming up just yet. They did have to use that nano boost earlier on as well, so they can't pop that on to keep anyone up and healthy. But Ryan Guy's already pretty close, but I think that there it is. The Blizzard's gonna be used early, but I think everyone's kited around it quite easy. The Pulse Bomb comes through. Smurf has found Racuna, and the Annihilation's doing wonders now as Ricky gets in as well with that anti-nade to soften them all up as Krazy 88s get the team kill.
Yeah, that was a beautiful, beautiful kiting by Krazy 88s. Completely just got out of that Mei ult and the Bap ult for that matter, and just came right back in with their own Ramatra ultimate to counteract it. But HIVEMIND could do a beat engage here to get really aggressive onto this point.
Yeah, as the beat could be used earlier, but the Dragon Strike is going to be the ultimates to be used first. Dueling Dragons coming through as the Shatter now out. The Sound Barrier there. They do find out too, as that is going to be HIVEMIND yet again solidifying their defense.
Yeah, it cost them the rest of their ultimates, but definitely worth it to get Krazy 88s caught at this corner. This is a tough corner to get past once you're stuck here.
It really is, and especially losing Ryan Guys so late there, that's going to buy them a little bit more time on the board. But, I mean, they were going to wait for him anyway, just to keep things clear and clean in this engagement that they're going to look through forward to, with Ricky coming alive with the nano boost any second here now. And that's going to be the only ultimate in this fight here, Shadow.
Xiphon will have Pulse Bomb as well, but I'm looking to see Smurf get this nano boost and throw some punches out. Oh, that's big.
Yeah, Smurf kind of got a little over-aggressive there and goes down to the Fire Strike. That full fight build-up now gone away. They have to reset and wait for Smurf to come through. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Beer indeed, Reinhardt.
Ooh. But, and now they come in, they've built up to more, oh, they haven't built up to more ultimate. Xiphon now has the Pulse Bomb. The only thing they let happen was HIVEMIND to build up to closer to their own ultimates here.
And with Adrian having the Shatter now, that's a really solid counter to Smurf trying to walk in with this nano boost. You can just shatter them and, kind of deal with them.
Yeah, as they've got to figure things out now. That once massive time bank is no longer there, but Jutsu comes alive at the perfect time for Krazy 88s, as Jutsu finds two, and it's just the May remaining. The Ravenous Vortex locking them up as Krazy 88s finally can break this open.
It costs them 2 ultimates, but HIVEMIND has 4 ults. If they're able to touch this point, it's going to be really hard for them to lose that fight.
As Juven's already started things off for HIVEMIND with a nice arrow to the head of their Hanzo counterpart. They've got to somehow change things up into their favor. They're walking in to a defensive juggernaut with the Blizzard coming out. The Dragon Strike also available, and Smurf is already down and out. This should bode itself well for HIVEMIND. I don't think there's really a chance for a good fight coming in from Krazy 88s.
No, it's pretty much up to Xiphon to get this touch. If Xiphon can't get this touch in the next 7 seconds, that's gonna be it.
And they are looking for it. They've got the touch coming in, and the Dragon Strike is there from Jutsu. They've got to wait forever to come through. The Annihilation comes in. Xiphon gets bonked on the head by the hammer, as that is the nail in the coffin. HIVEMIND, hold on for this time being.
Yeah, that's a really good hold. Like I said, that last corner is so difficult because of the spawn advantage that you're then giving the defending team. It takes you forever to get there as the attacking team, and the defending team is always probably going to have a straggler that makes it back before you clean the fight up if you don't clean the fight up quickly.
And now, so this is a kind of a predicament for Krazy 88s. They do not want to go down 2-0 in this series, but it could have been in a worse position to hold things out here. Like you were saying, this is probably one of the hardest points to fully complete. It is the hardest point, I'd say, to complete on this map. And they got it to almost the end of point number 2.
Yeah, point 2 seems to be one of those that you either hard snowball your way all the way through it, or you make it right to where Krazy 88s made it to and no further.
Yeah, as nothing's changing from HIVEMIND. Why would they change things up if it's working so well for them so far? Krazy 88s, however, are changing the script completely. They're keeping Jutsu on the Hanzo, but Smurf, Ryan Guy are going over to D.Va and Zenyatta, respectively.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting swap. They're going for a more area control sort of comp here. It's going to be highly dependent on Ricky landing a lot of anti-nades for them to win this game.
It really is, as they're going to already try to take this fight on the statue, looking to get the D-Mech onto Smurf, as they're pumping in a lot of damage here onto the D.Va of Krazy 88. So is Ryan Guy feeling the heat, feeling the pressure from HIVEMIND at the moment. Is Murph looking to find a pick, but now they come rotate around as they're looking to take out Frog before this engagement can really start. But Smurf is so low and they're going to get demeched. That might be all they needed to open this point into their favor.
Yeah, honestly, just really nice freezes from Raccoona, but Xiphon takes down Raccoona.
Xiphon does take down Raccoona, so they might just back up here, wait for that respawn to come through. As, yeah, that's just going to buy them more time.
Yeah, you get it before a tick gets taken as well, which is really nice. But look at HIVEMIND rotating onto this high ground, onto Jutsu and Ryan Guy.
The rotation coming in. The self-destruct is now open, but Juven has found Ricky. Ryan Guy following quickly afterwards. This should be HIVEMIND's point with no supports available. There's no healing for them, and HIVEMIND are able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, HIVEMIND just doing a great job of moving around as a team and, you know, keeping true to their namesake, playing as a HIVEMIND, as we've said earlier.
Ooh. And the DMAC stagger onto some Murph as well. They're not going to get the good spawns. They're going to have to travel all the way from last spawns there. So that's going to buy HIVEMIND even more time on this clock.
And HIVEMIND has all 5 of their ultimates coming in here. This is going to have to be like a crazy eat from Smurf or something to stop at least one of these ultimates.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head with that one. They do have some ultimates of their own, but the Transcendence not being available could pose deadly for Krazy 88s right now, because they desperately need a stop, and it's going to be coming through. Xiphon's already been checked out, though. Jutsu looking for the damage to come through from the arrows as well, but all they find with the Pulse Bomb is the Immortality Fields. Now all the ultimates coming out from HIVEMIND, only leaving the Dragon Strike. They do find the picks they need, though, so it is going to be continuously pushing for HIVEMIND.
Yeah, and like you said, Ryan Guy just got the Transcendence right now, so there's no way they could have saved Smurf, even with them having the Nano Boost on them.
Yeah, as they now look to finish things off here. They've got the Dragon Strike available, though.
They've got Dragon Strike, they've got Bomb, they've got Transcendence. They're going to have to fight a Dragon Strike of their own from HIVEMIND, though.
Yeah, they're going to have to deal with that. Both Dragon Strikes have come out, but Raccoona again landing the headshot on to Xiphon to take them out of this fight, who is trying to build up to another Pulse Bomb. Jutsu finds Raccoona out. The Transcendence to try and stabilize in any way, shape, or form. But that's just not going to be in the cards for this round, as HIVEMIND take the map and go up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, HIVEMIND looking really strong and just together as a team all throughout both of these first 2 maps. It's hard to really pick anything out besides Raccoona hitting those headshots, but like I said, the high ground rotation that they did to go get Ryan Guy and Jutsu, that's something you have to be insane on a Ryan comp to make that rotation as fast as they were able to.
Yeah, they are looking good so far as HIVEMIND. They've got everything in the cards for a quick 3-0 against Krazy 88s. We are going to head to a 5-minute break, so maybe Krazy 88s can reset their mentals and come back stronger on an escort map type right after this. Do not go anywhere.
Water is the softest and most yielding substance, yet nothing is better than water for overcoming the hard and rigid, because nothing can compete with it. Lao Tzu.
Name straight, new wave. Name straight, new wave. Name straight, new wave. Name straight, new wave. Name straight, new wave.
Everyone, again, this is match point as HIVEMIND look to complete the reverse sweep as we head into our map number 3, and it is going to be Rialto.
Yeah, that totally fits for me. Like, if you're trying to swap back to the dive compositions, which Krazy 88s seem to be doing because they've swapped Jags back in to run this tank line, it makes total sense to me that you would go Rialto. It's probably the least favorable map to a Reinhardt comp that we have available.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. Maybe we do have Shambali and Havana and Junkertown also available. And I mean, personally, I wouldn't run Reinhardt on any of those maps, but I feel like Havana, again, is another type, Rialto is one of these maps that everyone likes. Mm-hmm. Besides that corner of death that we probably will see a stall come out on. But this has got to be where Krazy 88s start their reverse sweep. And I mean, hey, if this is the map they feel confident on, that's the map they're going to choose. Because, again, they don't want to be out of this.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be their last chance. They either are going to win this map and keep their season alive, or it ends right here. And HiveMind will move on to play blue team again. So which will it be? Which will it be? Krazy 88s are going to be on the attack first, and it's looking like Xiphon probably just going to come out and take a shot or two on Widow. Probably nothing too crazy. And HiveMind, what else? The Reinhardt, the Hanzo, the Mei, the Bap, and the Lucio. No surprises here.
Yeah, and again, if they do lose, I mean, there is still another team to have to beat, but if they lose this, they do not have any chance whatsoever to get a prize in our prize pool for this tournament. They would be 5-6, and you know, 5-6 doesn't get a prize.
Yeah, true enough. And so who's going to be the target here for Jags so they don't get blown up?
You know, that is the question, as they are looking to start things possibly off into their favor, as Jags is coming through. A nice anti-nade comes through from Ricky, but the Mei wall just a little bit better, but they are going to stay alive here and now, though. But finally, Jags goes down. They do lose Defirdle, but again, there's still just so many picks coming in from the side of HiveMind that they can't really open things up for the attacking squad.
Yeah, these Mei plays from Raccoona, again, just going kind of crazy, getting these nice isolations out with these Mei walls, and although they didn't kill Jags with that first Mei wall, they forced a lot of resources out. Yeah,
they really did, as the rotations coming in, as Adrian's already taken Jutsu for a ride. As we did have a swap in the meanwhile. Coaches come in for Ryan Guy as well to play on the support line. But it's not seeming to be a difference just yet, because, well, Raccoon's Icicles have shown no bias as HiveMind continue to hold.
Yeah, HiveMind gonna have 4 ultimates. Raccoona the only one not quite at ult yet. And the Krazy 88s, Xiphon needs to be big time with this pulse bomb.
Yeah, he really does, as Xiphon wrapping around looking for the opportunity to use said pulse bomb, but it's going to be the nano boost to come in early, but a nice bubble does separate Adrian away from being able to get that over health in their favor. It's a nice primal rage coming through. Jags finds 2, but Juven with a 2k Dragon Strike might have held on for HiveMind as the trade comes through. Jags and Juven go back to spawn, but it still seems like Krazy 88s are able to continue pushing.
Yeah, and Coach does still have this Kitsune rush that they can pop when this next engagement happens here. I'm gonna be watching for Adra Shatter and Raccoon's Blizzard though as well. Those could be the fight-winning ultimates for HiveMind.
They really could, as the respawns are back and they've already gotten the point in stopped for the time being. The Kitsune rushes come in from Coach, but I don't really see any picks coming in for the favor of Krazy 88s, as they do find Defirdle. But again, there's just not enough to change this fight. The charge comes in, the Suzu to save the life, but Xiphon goes down in the end nonetheless, as HiveMind are looking to stop this dead in their tracks before they can even complete point number 1.
Coach is hitting some of the hardest jukes I've ever seen in my life on the players of HiveMind. My goodness, they got good movement on this Kiriko. I see why they came in to play the hero. But there are still so many ults on the board.
There is so many ults, and Xiphon sticks down Adrian, but they don't find the pick and confirm the kill, unfortunately. But Jutsu's find the Defirdle. They do still have this Blizzard available, though, Shadow, so it's not the end-all, be-all just yet. Rakuna's so low. Xiphon's going to be able to take them out. And the Blizzard catches no one. The Shatter coming out. The Nano Boost involved. And they're going to go into the backline, look to take out the rest of them. The overtime bar is in the favor of HIVEMIND currently. But Jutsu and Jags have found 2 picks. And now things finally seem to be going into the favor of Krazy 88s.
Yeah, nice fight win there for the Krazy 88s to really confirm it out. But HIVEMIND used pretty much all their ultimates, and Rakuna has swapped on to this. Oh, no, never mind. They're back on the Mei.
Yeah, they are, in fact, back on the Mei here. As, I mean, why again, Rakuna's just been so so good on this this hero that, I mean, they've continued to show prowess, and there's no real need to swap just yet, but they are trying to take this high ground away currently from HIVEMIND. They need to take this away, or it's going to be very hard to break the corner of death. But Jags is going down. They have to retreat, but in the meantime, Xiphon is continuing to move this cart as the Dragon Strike now is out, forcing them off the high ground, but still not able to take it away fully from HIVEMIND. The Pulse Bomb comes in and Frog goes down as it's still HIVEMIND not able to really open up this defense for them, as the Kitsune Rush was used in the meanwhile, and not going to find anything for HIVEMIND as Krazy 88s are looking up and up.
Yeah, definitely a nice fight there for the side of Krazy 88s. And they have big ult advantage walking in here with the Nano Boost, Kitsune Rush, and Primal Rage. Adrian only has Shatter available. They're going to have to catch out one of the supports and cancel one of these ults before they happen. Otherwise, it's going to be an easy fight for Krazy 88s.
Yeah, they really do, as they're going to start things off. The Nano Boost coming in. The Kitsune Rush as well there to finish things off. 0.74 meters to go, and it's only a Rakuna left standing as Krazy 88s again find the point.
Yep, double support ults. Just a really, really strong tactic to use there. And HIVEMIND was able to build up mostly to this Sound Barrier and Blizzard, so they might have a pretty good chance here. Jags does have Primal though, so they'll be able to escape if Rakuna does try to Blizzard them again.
Yeah, now they are looking to get things underway just again as the Primal Rage has already come in. And Feridol has found the spawn, and thanks to it, as the Sound Barrier comes through to try to stabilize this defense, it does seem like they are able to stabilize a little bit, but that's only for a little while as Jutsu comes alive, finding 2.
Yeah, Krazy 88s did have to use the Primal Rage though, so I expect Rakuna to probably drop this Blizzard as soon as they see Jags try and jump to engage.
I would have to agree with you there, as 60 seconds to go, and they are just forcing them back for the time being to keep things going swimmingly, but they now have to invest. The Dragon Strike comes in from Jutsu, locks down, almost takes out Feridol. The healing is going to be there in the end, as they're still not able to open things up just yet.
Yeah, but don't look now, but Coach and Ricky both 75% to their ultimates. Krazy 88s are probably just going to try and build those 2 ults up and win it again with those 2.
Well, they've got 20 seconds to build those up. That is not that hard, especially since Coach is already up to their Kitsune Rush here, and now the Shatter, the Blizzard, and the Deadeye are all available for them now, as that's going to be enough, it seems. Adrian has found 2, but that's all they've found, but finally things go for them for HIVEMIND, but in the end, Krazy 88s did push this quite a long way for Rialto.
Yeah, really solid push if you're Krazy 88s. Rialto, really every escort map is hard to fully complete, so you got a nice push here if you're Krazy 88s that you can be pretty happy with. I think it's defendable as well. Very winnable map for Krazy 88s now.
It definitely is. It definitely is. And this is a perfect timing for them. Well, because they don't have no other time left, really. As this is, again, match point for the chance to go to the losers bracket finals and take on blue team. And HIVEMIND currently eyeing it for some sweet little revenge for being knocked down to the losers bracket by them.
Yeah, most definitely. You know HIVEMIND wants to go up there and redeem their last game against blue team. But that being said, Krazy 88s lost to the team that's in the grand finals in Hive 5, so you think they're probably going to want to replay them as well. So both sides really want to move forward here, get that rematch.
Well, we shall see who does meet blue team in the finals. Maybe not yet, but sometime tonight that will be decided as we come in here again. No changes for Krazy 88s and no real changes for HIVEMIND.
Yeah, as I would expect, both teams played that round really well, I felt like, so no need to swap.
No need to swap at all, as they're just going to give them this first corner here is Krazy 88s. And wait to take the fight on their own terms.
Yep, Krazy 88s want to fight in this building, just kind of drop on top of HIVEMIND, so that's where they're going to let them push to.
As the drop comes in from Jags, trying to find out Adrian already. They are super low, but Frog has found out Ricky. That is not good at all. A lot of healing now gone for Krazy 88s, and again, with taking that fight so late, they might not even have a chance to contest this before it goes into the favor of HIVEMIND.
Yeah, it is looking like it's going to be tough for them to get a contest. They might not even be able to unless Xiphon can get a touch.
They do get the touch in the end, but a nice boop comes through, and Xiphon's out of this fight already. Jags swiftly going to meet them as well. A nice anti-nade comes through from Ricky, but it is not enough to change the tide of the fight as HIVEMIND capture point one quickly.
Alright, so Frog gets the boop off, but also dies in the process. That must have been some crazy boop. I'm very curious. Adrian going to have Shatter coming into this fight. We're going to have Shatter and a BAP window for the side of HIVEMIND. Nothing really up yet for Krazy 88s. They could try to feed for this nano boost charge. It could come pretty quickly if Jags is able to take enough damage.
Yeah, as now they are looking to take Xiphon out already. The dive coming in onto Juven as well, though, as they still look to open things up. As a Shatter comes through, Jags is taken out of the fight, as HIVEMIND don't seem to be stopping just yet.
Yeah, Frog also getting a couple of kills in that fight. I've noticed they're kind of crazy on this Lucio. They're getting a lot of kills, which is just insane value for your main support of all heroes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like good Lucio players are always able to get in somehow into the kill feed any way they can. I'll be either be from an elimination or an assist from their boop, as they're going to start things off. The nano boost has come out, but they've already lost Xiphon. The Dragon Strike doesn't separate them from what they were hoping to accomplish. The Dragon Strike from Juven doesn't find anyone either, but still, it is just Jutsu left. Ricky does take Juven out, but it's all for naught. They aren't not able to stop this HIVEMIND squad.
They're just rolling, and not having to use very many ultimates to do it either. Because, like, look, Raccoona still has their Blizzard available. Defratel has their window as well, and Raccoon's been doing the same thing every time with this Blizzard. As soon as Jags jumps in to initiate, they freeze Jags. I expect nothing different here.
Jags has made a swap, though, over to the Doomfist here to maybe try some more hand at their disruption as they've got to figure out something. But Juven's found Zyphon, who used that pulse bomb to no avail. The Kitsune rush from Coach has to be huge, but it's just not. It's just not. As Rakunas finds them out, they continue to just move this cart ever onward. As HIVEMIND are all but done, as Krazy 88s just don't have the fight left in them. HIVEMIND takes the map and the series and books their date with a rematch with Blue Team.
And HIVEMIND definitely looks ready to play Blue Team for sure after that absolute demolition of Krazy 88s. My goodness, that was kind of crazy, just how much they were able to dominate on that single comp for the whole game. Their ult cycling was just elite, and their target prioritization was fantastic as well.
Yeah, it really was. It is, however, going to be difficult to continue to run the composition that HIVEMIND has been running, especially going up against Blue Team, and if they beat them out, even as well as High Five, because I mean High Five is a contender squad here, Shadowfeg. So it is you can't really one trick something against them and hope it works out in the end.
Yeah, you know, as much as I would like to see the Hive versus Hive matchup, I don't know if they can play that one comp into High Five.
I have to agree with you there, but HIVEMIND do get to celebrate for the time being. They have taken out Krazy 88s and moved themselves into the losers bracket finals, but that's going to be about it for myself and Shadowfang. Thank you all for watching. Huge shout out to the production of Lottie and Little Joe and Hippie on the production fully, as that's going to be it. Thank you all for watching. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your night.